All right. Once more from the frickin' top, guys. So, looks like we're not playing Morbid Metal. I don't know what the problem is, but it seems that whatever the hell happens with this game right after the tutorial, it just hard crashes everything on my computer. Like, because I want you to know both times that my computer shut off, it did like the last sound that played spiking high pitched noise repeating thing for like a split second, and then everything shuts off. Uh, Wait, oh, OBS was running twice. Anyway, but yeah, so that's really cool, dude. I was looking forward to this, and now I know that I can no longer play it because I am out of the tutorial. That's interesting. That's a good one. John Morbid Metal. Let's hope that the main game doesn't do that. I guess we're changing over to just chatting again, and then we're gonna do something else. Get me out of this loop. It really... Okay, Hermit, I'm gonna ask you to tone back on the praying on my downfall, cause like, first the AC, then the dishwasher. We can't be doing this too. Like, this is too much. You prayed a little bit too hard. You deserve this for? What did I do? What did I do? Without me, there is no chat for you to be a part of, since I know you're not here for me. What you are doing is counterproductive. Streamer speaks poorly of MGR and this happens. Ugh. This is... It's unfair. I'm actually like freaking livid right now. You know why? I really wanted to play that game. I really did. Because the tutorial and how the controls were shaping up, they were enjoyable feeling. I was digging it. And now look at us. Now look where we are. Truly, it does not make sense. Us? We? Yeah, we! What now, bro? I mean, there's Elden Ring. My freaking whole ass mood is shot. I don't know what to do no more. It's over. You should test it after stream. I kind of don't want to do that. Because I don't know what sort of damage trying that game. By the way, I uninstalled it like just now. I don't know what kind of damage that game is doing to my parts. If it's forcefully shutting everything off after the tutorial. I guess you don't want to play it. I mean, I do want to play it, but I'm not gonna put my own parts at risk when I have no way of getting new ones easily. I'll probably send like a support ticket or like some feedback to the devs of the game saying that their demo is just straight up shutting my computer off. But uh otherwise I'm not gonna test that again. Twice is... I think it's more than a coincidence with just the two, because if you look at it logically, I completed the tutorial, and then game shuts off. I get back to the game, I start the menu up, I hit the continue save file button, game shuts off. So, I am now officially a landowner, Gold Diggers GTFO. Based? Hope you have fun with that land. PC almost as weak as you. Rose and Thorns, let's start up an arm wrestle right now. Come on, let's go. Put up a coin in the cab if you were going to speak so boldly. And you can't live to save your life, so that's saying something. Let's start up the frickin' anime hand, both of us pushing at each other thing. Since you think that you are oh so much stronger than me. How much can you bench? What's your frickin' squat? If Strong lost an arm wrestle, I might actually have to leave the community. You don't know that I would lose. We don't know how strong Rose and Thorns is. We have not given any sort of, not unit of measurement, any sort of baseline for her strength. We don't know you would win either. If you lose, you gotta change your name too? Better just leave now. Ooh, Rose and Thorn. I'm IRL Marissa. I want to check something real quick. Is there a Steam discussion forum for Morbid Metal? View discussions. G-Sync breaks the game. This game is entirely broken by G-Sync, but only after the tutorial for whatever reason. I've never seen this issue before, given that it doesn't have borderless either. I can't run it with V-Sync. What a weird issue. With that issue cleared up, wow, the performance on this is bad. 80 to 90 FPS average with settings on high is rough. Game won't start. A lot of technical issues to address. Was interested by, but published by Ubisoft makes me nervous. What? Why? Holy heck, I knew it. It's always the sync. Is it? Poor performance on 4090. I'm wondering... Hold on. Let me check the minimum PC requirements. Graphics, NVIDIA GTX 1650. Isn't that worse than the 1080 Ti? Not Ti. I have a 1080. 1660 is worse than the 1080. I assume the 1660 is an earlier in the 16 series. Or weaker in the 16 series. Either way, the fact that I was able to run the game with little to no issue from the tutorial means that it's fine for that. But outside of that, question marks. What's up, Diamond UO? What if Rose is an Olympic-level bodybuilder IRL? There's gotta be exceptions. We don't know, because we don't get any sort of baseline to understand. We don't have Rose and Thorns' bench. We don't have the squad. We don't have anything. There's no weight to be had with any of her argument because there's no weight to be had from her argument. So until proven otherwise, I am going to run on the assumption that I am stronger than her. Rosen is so many things IRL. I'm convinced it's either Mystique from X-Men or some form of shapeshifter. He's literally coping. Clayface? Who the heck is Clayface? It's kind of funny. This isn't Cope. I'm going to look up Crash in the discussions. Game won't start. Get a crash and starting the game. Demo feedback, combat tutorial bug, and loading screen. Every attempt either led to the same frozen loading screen or causing the game to crash entirely. Instantly crash after starting a new save. There are only 4 discussions about this. And one of them... Oh, none of them have replies. Okay, what about power? You don't know Clayface? I do not. Power-ups. Unleash your power. Nope, this did not help me. Alright, what about shut off? Nope. Failed to load GPU program from binary shader data and HDRP/lit. I'm not seeing any, like... I don't even know if there would be a crash file. This sucks. God hates me. The Batman villain, parentheses, villains. Nope, I don't know anything about Batman. Hate to say it, but I think she might beat your ass IRL. On what grounds? What makes you say this? Other than the fact that I said that I wouldn't be willing to fight a woman. Didn't the game just come out yesterday? It didn't release at all. That was the demo. The demo, yeah, it did release yesterday, but... Or I think yesterday. Maybe the day before? The demos have been out for like 2 or 3 days. But I also had a friend who has very similar parts to mine. I think the only thing that's different is the GPU. And he didn't have any problems. He didn't have his whole ass computer just shut off when he got out of the tutorial. I don't know what happened. So unless it's trying to do something that my GPU just cannot do, and then it just says, yeah, sorry, bud, I gotta kick it out here, can't do it, then I don't know what else could be the issue. If you still had the push-up redeem, you might stand a chance. Okay, but alas. I can 1000% beat his ass free. I'm about to book an entire boat trip to wherever you are. We about to throw... You about to throw hands. I'm not gonna throw any hands. I'm just gonna stand there, like Armstrong, and you're just gonna be punching at my chest, and nothing's gonna be happening. That's gonna be the whole exchange. Then I'm gonna get a boat trip back, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do from that point. I will have just wasted like $1,000, but you get what I mean. I don't know, Strong. She's in the UK, and you're gonna be stunned the moment she talks to you. Cap. It might actually be free. I will not be stun locked by just speaking to Rosenthorns. This will not happen. Strong shows up and sees Rosenthorns wave at him, but built like Marissa/Ladiva and just lariats him in the jaw. Oh my god. He'll get hit so hard he ground bounces IRL. Strong sails the seas to beat up women just like Luffy. That it. He really does just do that, right? That's something that I sort of respected about Luffy, not because he hits women, but because he doesn't, like... He doesn't... If he finds something stupid, he'll just be like, you're stupid, right? I'm misquoting that? No, 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 please don't. He doesn't pull punches based on who he's fighting. He's just like, if something needs to change here, he'll just change it. That's my streamer. Oh no. Thanks, Dog the Dog, for the gem. Was this the plan? Get me to say something about respecting Luffy for respecting women? Either way. I told you what would happen. I'd go over there, I'd get punched, and then leave. It would be not me throwing any punches at all. Marissa Super 3. I get hit in the face. And taste love, supposedly. In reality, you show up and see that Rose and Thorns is built like Tager, and you just run frame one. Thanks, Strunch, for hating women. I don't hate women, bro. I love women. Women are the only thing I like. What happened to the game? It doesn't work. It don't work. So, Homegrown Tone, I tried. I truly did. But the second you leave the tutorial, my whole ass computer shuts off. I don't know what happens, but it don't work. Don't blame the game. It's the game. It's 100% the game. I don't know what setting I would need to fiddle with, and I don't care. I'm not going to test it and then ruin my parts. It's the PC. Maybe? I am, in fact, not built like Tager. I'm like 5'8", 5'9". Oh. How tall is Tager? I was trying to find you, but you weren't live. Is that why? Yeah. I wasn't live because the game shut my computer off twice. For those of you that were trying to find me and couldn't, because I was offline for about, probably, I want to say 7 minutes total, the heckin'... So I tried Morbid Metal demo, got through the tutorial. The second I hit the last thing in the tutorial that I assume leaves it, computer shuts off. I say in the chat, what's going on? Shut the computer back on, and then go through the whole stuff that I need to with voice meter potato, and restart the streams, try the game again. I clicked the let's start the game button on the save files, which should have started me right after the tutorial. Computer shuts off again. So, yeah. Yeah. Game broken. I'm wondering if anything, something that I'm still not willing to test. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with OBS attempting to hook onto the game and then capture that. But it shouldn't. I don't know. Again, something needs to be said to the devs, which I think I will reach out to try to do once I get the opportunity, once I'm like off stream. I'll say like, hey guys, I tried your demo, I got out of the tutorial on stream, and twice on stream did it just shut my whole ass computer off, and only my computer. Tager is 7'8". Oh my goodness. How tall is Azrael? What is this clip? What have you clipped me saying this time? Stranger. Ah, I see. You've clipped me out of context again. I love it. I could beat Tager in a fist fight? Yeah. Can't be Marissa either then. How tall is Marissa? Why are we just going through each character that's like a big body and their height? What game was it? Morbid Metal. The Morbid Metal demo. Don't forget to include that you're playing on a 40-year-old toaster. The oldest part that is not involving storage or my case in my computer is my graphics card, and is a 1080, which is decent. Well, there, buddy, this is out of context with the other ones you said of your own fruition. Don't you mean volition? Yeah, 7'8" is light work. I def win. Did you say you were 6'7"? I don't know what to do no more, bro. Frick me. Ah. Play City of Heroes? No. Azrael is 6'8". Okay. Taker's a foot taller than him? Shoot. Probably taller than Azrael or than 6'7". His free Thunder Spy server has minion customization? I don't care about that. No fruition because they were sus. Also, didn't know fruition was an actual word. The more you know. Last time I measured was in school, and I was still growing. I'm probably taller than Azrael. Ironic. Marissa is also 6'8". Okay, then. Anyway, I ain't playing City of Heroes. I don't like Mamorpagas anymore. They are whack, and time-consuming, and boring. That's right, I said it. Alright, we could play some Helldivers, we could play some Elden Ring, Night Rain, and what else is on the possible list? Let's play Elden. Why not, right? There's like 2 bosses left, and I kind of don't feel like waiting for the rest of the week to try to beat these 2 bosses, so... let's give it a shot. If my computer shuts off with this game, then I'll know that there's something wrong with my graphics card. I'm afraid to do anything now, bro. I really am. I'm gonna be real with all of you. I can't look. There's a problem, you're using Windows. Maybe, bro. I don't know anymore. My mouse is being locked to my main screen because of Elden Ring Night Rain. Okay, the game's running. If I had to guess, it has to do with OBS. It might not be anything else. Because this same thing happened with... This same thing happened with... Shoot, that is wrong. Monster Hunter Wilds, if you remember. Where... Well, that one was less volatile. It still did happen, and there's probably a lot of noise going on for you guys because music is still playing. Forgive me for that. Although it was less volatile with Monster Hunter Wilds, where like the game itself would just crash, and only the game, and it's specifically because OBS was hooking onto the game to capture. This one, it might be like OBS hooking onto the game to capture, and then something's getting screwed up going from tutorial to main game, and then it just says, the whole ass computer should explode, rather than, only the game. Elden Ring Night Rain. You know what also sucks? This is another game that would be like really what I'm looking for, involving a roguelike hack and slash kind of game. But unfortunately with this one is that there seems to be little content with it. And I am closer to thinking that this kind of was just the FromSoft, not really just implies like that was their only intention. This is a bit of a FromSoft cash grab. It's a good use of the resources that they had from previous games, and it does have some new stuff that I think is still enjoyable, but also at the same time it does have a couple of issues. It does have some stuff that you can see where it's like mostly reused assets, and then Oh yeah, it's nubby time. This dude. Should know what I want by now. I mean, you have a wife, you have children, if I'm not mistaken. You have a business that you own. What else could you want? Surely it's nothing for me. I'm just a guy on the internet. Anyway, would any of you guys like to join me in Elden Ring Night Rain? If so, then I will make a password and we can queue. If not, then I will not make a password and I will queue. World domination? Why would you want that? And you gotta manage a whole bunch of people, and people suck. Play solo or coward. No. No, I will not do such a thing. I'm going to play the team game, to play with a team, because I like teams in the team game. I think teams are fun. Let me in, dang it. Okay, then I'll make a password. StrongmanSteven. I don't want to hear this from someone that's never booted up BlazBlue Central Fiction in my presence ever. Never booted up BBCF. Never booted up DBFZ. Never booted up Skullgirls. I know you have that one. Everyone got Skullgirls. Won't boot up Million Arthur Arcana Blood. I don't play that one anymore, but you know what I mean. Only fight me in the game that she knows how to play. Password is Stronge. Is there anyone else that would like to join? Because if so, then I need to change this to 3 players instead of just 2. Translation, he wants to be carried. Okay. Pampered and be in a hug box. God, I freaking wish, bro. I'd be watching some of these streamers and be watching how hard every chatter be dick riding the streamer, and I'm like, man, God, I wish that were me. I need everyone to gas me up and give me a swelled head. I should ban everyone that disagrees with me. Maybe my life would be so much simpler if I were to do so. If I knew you in DBFZ Season 2, you would have gotten dunked on. Actually, that one is not a joke. Sure. Sure. Honestly, wait, you're probably right, because that was back when I was playing Hit. Roshi didn't come in until Season 3, right? So, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do anything in that season. Because Hit was not good for my team. He was not doing anyone any favors. What streamers are you watching? They're all VTubers. I'm queuing for Fissure in the Fog. Gonna ban people who disagree with me? That's some pussy behavior. Why did you spell it like this? Bones, I can tell you actual reason why I'm never going to gas you up, as you say. The actual reason is you actually ride your own meat pretty well. When you're in a dick-sucking competition and your opponent is StrongmanSteven sucking up his own cock. Okay. You think I'd get banned if I were to put the autofellatio tag under Twitch? Tenjin's unironically right as heck. I hit God of Destruction before they made ranking up easier with the pre-buff bottom 1 Jiren. What the heck? I don't remember how high that is. How hard did I think I'm God of Destruction rank now. Or am I? No. Where the hell, where did I stop? I don't remember. I got bored of ranked either way. More so I got bored of the game, not so much ranked itself. Ranked wasn't an issue. It's actually true when you start meat grinding, I feel an urge to stay silent because the hubris is too much. Oh, but when a VTuber does it, they're fine. They're A-okay. When you're frickin'... When your Oshi, your Kami Oshi Zentreya does it, nah, it's great. Gas them up more. They deserve the praise. I don't actually know if you speak in Zentreya's chat at all. I feel like you don't. Diamond Yu, are you set up? Are you queuing? We should be going for Fissure in the Fog, and only Fissure in the Fog. Password is still Strange. Even just invite me, I'm not seeing you with this password thing. Have you set it to only search for 2 people, or have you set it to search for 3? Because I think this matters. These 2 matter. Very rarely, and I'm the good chatter there, as people refer to as. But he won't be a good chatter in my stream. Really makes you think. What having a pussy does to an MF. Also, Zen doesn't ride her own meat. Why'd you put meat in quotation marks? I rarely participate in actual conversation, more of a he posts emotes occasionally type posting in big chats is something I don't like. I hear you. I kind of do the same thing. But that's mostly just because I'm a slow typer, so like, by the time I actually have something to say, the context is probably just gone. You should know your facepalm. You facepalm every 5 seconds when I type something? It is not true. Mm-hmm. Animates. Oh. Okay, so now there's 2 of us. So that means you're queuing with the thing. Well, like, where's the 3rd guy? There's no one queuing for Fissure in the Fog at 10 in the morning? 12 in the morning? Any good reveals over the weekend? No. There's a new Yakuza game that I think has to do with Date, the cop dude in Yakuza 1. That one's good. There's more info about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Cared about that. There is... I don't actually know what else is there, bro. I'm gonna just follow your lead. We just need a 3rd. Mm-hmm. Harmonica, what's up, Lux? Damn, a Codebane 2, that's surprising. Exactly right! That's what I keep saying! That's what I keep saying. And then, as to fit today's stream theme, I guess, Rosenthorns keeps riding the meat of Codebane, of the Codebane series. Like, makes no sense. The game was whack. The game was whack. You're the only one who does so vigorously. You didn't used to do it. What, with the self-glazing? You're kidding. I've always been like this. I've always been the greatest. Hype, moments, and aura. Yet she doesn't like Kingdom Hearts. Really makes you think. Someone didn't play Kingdom Hearts 2. Back in the day, you were actually more humble and giving a compliment felt more natural. Now giving you a compliment may not be true, but will feel like... may not be true, but will feel like giving a compliment into a bottomless barrel of ego, which I hope isn't true, but that's the feeling. I'm just gonna be honest. This was before I was comfortable with revealing my true self. Revealing my shadow. Unleashing my persona. Before all you got was the mask. The face that I was willing to show you. This is the me. The true me. More like fursona. I hate it here. Someone say you need a third. I do need a third. That is true. That did happen. Here, I'll adjust the queue again. Change the password. 3 players. We're going for Big Ice Dragon. Like the game though, maybe they can improve a lot from the first one. I hope that there's not NPC, like actual player invasions like it's Dark Souls, so that there's multiplayer instead of doing the thing where it's like invader has entered and then here's 3 really annoying enemies that will swarm you and you had no indication that this was going to happen. It just kind of happens. I hated that. I hated that so much. I hope they fix the hitboxes so they actually function correctly, because I wish I was saving VODs back when I was streaming the first Code Vein so I could show you guys. But if you remember the Ornstein and Smo-like boss in that game, there's like one with a flamethrower, right? There's an instance where he's shooting here and he's trying to follow me while I'm moving, and then he's hitting me while I'm definitely not being touched by the flames. Is it crossplay Night Rain? I don't think so. No, there is not. Forget about it. Well, frick me. Let's do this again. No game with Mickey Mouse has hype moments and aura except Epic Mickey. Someone didn't play Kingdom Hearts 2. You're gonna tell me when Goofy got hit in the head with a rock and died, that wasn't hype? And then Mickey's like, alright, I've had enough. Yakuza style, he releases the jacket and pulls out the Kingdom Key D. That wasn't hype? That was hype as hell. And then if that's not enough for you, here's the actual hype moments. Near the end of the game, when Sora's out here like, I've had enough of Xemnas and the rest of Organization 13 and the world that never was, I'm done with you. And then he just starts cutting buildings in half with a freaking key, with the Kingdom Key. Like, that wasn't cool to you? That wasn't cool. That was the freaking best, bro. Peak. Up arrow to peak. True! See? Now you're getting it. Thanks, Bats, for swerving in, fixing what Rosenthorns was about to say. And then abuse of mod powers. That's crazy. That's insane. Ooh. Kingdom Hearts hype, pick one. Bruh. I played way after release though. Heard they did a couple patches or updates with the DLC, I should say. For which game again? Oh, for Code Vein. I never played the Code Vein DLC, so I don't really know what went on with that one. Hey, you talk crap about my game, it's fair. Good point. Frick Kingdom Hearts, it's trash. You're doing too much. Reminds me of a dialogue as one character in Nikkei is confused and asks you, so my teammate keeps reading the journal and moaning and gasping. Not sure what I should be doing in those moments. And you get two answers, and there's Strong's answer of do it with her, and the other one of ignore her. Guess what I'm doing? I'm ignoring you, self-glazing in the distance. Uh-huh. That's enough to break her guard. I'm surprised. You don't mean it? I don't think he's played the game to possibly mean it. Where's the boss? Red Mane Knights. Okay. I do this every time. I should join my teammates. Code Vein DLC was fighting God Eater armaments in, like, raid boss style fights. Sleep. And we fighting about Kingdom Hearts in chat. The Strong influence aware. Good. Item discovery. That's definitely great. Oh, hey, this is the shield from Demon Souls. This thing gave you passive healing in Demon Souls. Wasn't good. Inazuma 11. Multiple greater thans, Kingdom Hearts, 10-0 matchup on game quality. We fightin'. We fightin'. I've had enough. Madness resist, attack power with two-handing. Attack's more likely to break stance. Damage negation at full HP, holy damage negation. I'm sleeping for all of that. This chat turned into a dick-sucking competition. For who? Who's the lucky volunteer? I would say contestant, but that's not right. There's north. Not sure if we have the time to clear it. We do. Yeah, no, we do. Go north. Every time I say go north or something about north, I think about the one line from Ogre, I almost called him Ogre McGee, Ogre Magi in Dota, where he says, let's go north, no south. Like, the first one says, let's go north, and then the second head says, no south. Everyone riding their game's meat. Ah! Truth hurst sometimes. You'll be okay, though.